What's up, guys? So, time for a little update. It's an update that's kind of important, definitely, if you still think that Bitcoin will go to 12,000, 10,000, or $8,000. This update will be very good for you and might prove you wrong. So, let's start with the beginning of Bitcoin, right? So, the beginning here, and then we had this little accumulation phase right here. So, an accumulation phase right here and an accumulation phase right here. So we'll mark that. We have this accumulation phase and we have this one. So considering that this is an accumulation phase, this is from the beginning when Bitcoin reached $11 and fell down in a bear market, quote unquote, and we fell down. What happened after that is the accumulation phase started, and then after the accumulation phase, a breakout happened to the upside. After the upside momentum, downside momentum came and then another accumulation phase started. What happened after that accumulation phase is boom, price skyrocketed. And this comes in coincidence with the Bitcoin halving. If you look at them, the first one was in November 28, 2012. So we could take an arrow like this, November 2000, which is somewhere here. Boom. So we have an accumulation, upside momentum, accumulation, and since then, boom, price exploded. Now, if we look here, we have the same. We have our top, then we could consider this as an accumulation phase, clearly. Then we look for the halving in 2016, July 9. July 9, which is, we could consider it here. We have some upside momentum. Then after the accumulation phase here, what happens after is another accumulation phase is happening. And then a little bit prior to the halving, we just skyrocket a little bit to the upside, small downside momentum to then eventually continue another bull run. So what is proven here already so far is that when the bottom is formed, there is a small period of accumulation, then price shoots up and forms another period of accumulation prior to the halving to eventually then start its bull run. What happened here was the same. We had our bull run, bear market, accumulation, shoot up, accumulation. Eventually, prior to the halving, price just shot to the upside, and after the halving went even higher. Then we could assume now that this last bull market, or the famous bull market of 2017, where Bitcoin reached 20K, that we had a similar thing. We had the whole bull market, bear market start, and then suddenly, boom, we reach around $3,200. And we form an accumulation zone there. Very interesting, no? Then what do we see is upside momentum. And what happens after that upside momentum is another accumulation zone. And this could be considered from here to here. And then we had the scam COVID bullshit going on, which of course we don't talk about because we don't care. But this kind of broke the accumulation zone, made a lot of people panic sell, and then price just shot up back in the accumulation zone and continued to the upside. And then we had our Bitcoin halving on May 11th, 2020, which was somewhere, around here. We had our Bitcoin halving, and then we shot up to the upside to make a new all-time high around 69,000. Yeah, around 69,000, just to round it off. Then what happened next? Guess what? Another accumulation phase. Boom. Price is getting here. We're in a little accumulation period again, when we reached around 15K. Smart people bought Bitcoin here, by the way. Then what happened? We shot to the upside. But guess what's happening again? Another accumulation phase. So guys, despite whatever price will do, if it's at 27K, 26, 25, 22, It doesn't really matter. I do not think that will break down for any new low, because as you can see, it never happens. Bottom, first accumulation, second accumulation, didn't even reach the bottom again, upside. Bottom, upside, new accumulation, retested, but didn't even came as low as the bottom and shot to the upside. I do not expect, no matter how many of you think that Bitcoin will go back to 10K or whatever, it will not happen. There's way too many bullish momentum or bullish fundamentals going on that will have a bullish effect in the near future. So rather the price is 22K, 21K, 26, 25, my biggest tip for you is to follow this plan and see that these are accumulation phases. Smart people are buying in here. They are not telling you nothing. They are just accumulating. Because the people who are the most quiet and accumulate as much as they can will eventually make the biggest ROI. Many people still think that we'll go to 10K, 9K for certain reasons without any explanation, just because of the economy and blah, blah, blah. Jimmy boy, it doesn't work like that. Just remember that. It doesn't work like that. Your thoughts are not always correct. And honestly, I do not see any lower momentum incoming, and definitely not us breaking this curvy pattern, whatever it's called. I do not expect that to happen whatsoever. So use this momentum in your advantage. It doesn't matter if it's 25K or 22K, guys. It doesn't have to be precise work to enter. Your main goal as an investor is to scale in while prices are cheap. While prices are cheap, it will give you the biggest chance on a higher ROI. So this is a very, very simple explanation that I gave here, but remind it. Accumulation, upside, accumulation. Bear market, first accumulation, upside, second accumulation, bull run. Bear market, first accumulation, upside, second accumulation, bull run. We are now, again, we've did the first accumulation. Then we saw upside. Actually, we could put the first accumulation even a little bit lower, towards around here, actually, yeah, makes more sense. More upside, second accumulation is busy as we speak. And after the halving, guess what will most likely happen is a new bull run. Now, many ask as well, what are my targets for Bitcoin? My minimum target is 102, 107K. My maximum target is $186,000. Ideally, I would already be happy if we could see it somewhere head around 140K, 150K, that would already be decent. But my maximum target is 186K. Guys, all as well know that there are many talks about Bitcoin ETFs that are coming, and many people suggesting it to the SEC and blah, 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 blah. Even the guy from the SEC itself, Gary or whatever his name is starting to accumulate Bitcoin, which he said online somewhere. You could find that video somewhere probably. So if that doesn't mean that they are coming for it, then I don't know what is. All right, guys, take care.